Hello my dear students, this is Felix Balaji. Today let us discuss JEE Mains 21st January morning shift question paper. These are the questions collected from students. First question. A rod of mass m and length L is attached to two ideal strings. Find the tension in the left string just after right string is cut. So the question was, when you cut this right string, what is the tension in the left string he was asking. If you draw free body diagram, weight of the body always acts downwards, weight of the rod downwards. So it is the center of mass of the rod. And let us take its acceleration was some A. Now acceleration will be equal to same direction of acceleration plus mg. Opposite to acceleration it becomes minus t by mass m. Equation 1. Let us apply torque concept about A. Let us assume AB is the length of the rod. About A, apply torque formula. This force passes through A, torque will be 0. So you will be having torque only due to mg part only. So torque formula will be mg into perpendicular distance. This distance becomes L by 2, where L is the total length of the rod. We know tau equal to I alpha equal to mg into L by 2. Here I is the moment of inertia of the rod passes through one end. So this becomes moment of inertia of the rod passes through one end is ml square by 3 into alpha equal to mg L by 2. Here m cancel, one L bits gets cancel. From this you can find alpha value as 3g by 2l. So let us take it as equation 2. A equal to r alpha. Here A equal to r alpha. So here acceleration of center of mass A equal to, here radius is L by 2. Radius is L by 2. So from equation 1 A value was mg minus t by m equal to L by 2. From equation 2 alpha value was 3g by 2l. Simplify this one to find t value. Question number 2. It is A given. This becomes a NOT gate. This becomes A bar. It is B given. This becomes B bar. It is a NOR gate. NOR gate means it should be A plus B whole bar. Again here we have a NOT gate. NOT gate means again bar should be given double bar. So this double bar will get cancelled. So this finally becomes A bar plus B bar. We can apply De Morgan's law so that it becomes A dot B whole bar. It is nothing but NAND gate. Question number 3. You were asked to find dimensional formula of A by B from this expression. According to principle of homogeneity, dimensional formula of pressure equal to dimensional formula of AT square by B. So pressure dimensional formula is equal to, so dimensional formula of AT square by B. So pressure means force by area, force formula mass into acceleration. Acceleration means L1 t power minus 2 by force by area. Area means L square. So the whole thing is pressure dimension formula, force by area. So A by B dimension formula we are asked to find. T is T square. So from this you can find dimensional formula of A by B. Next question. A circuit is given like this. If you observe this one, this acts like a V-stone bridge. And this bridge also got balanced here. So this ratio 1 by 2 equal to here 2 by 4. So 1 by 2 one bridge balanced. There will be no current pass through this resistor. That means these two become series and these two become series. So finally what I get was 1 plus 2, 3 here. Here 2 plus 4, 6 here. So now the 3 and 6 are parallel. Now effective resistance becomes a parallel formula R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. 2 ohms. Now in this closed loop current formula, total voltage 9 by total resistance R plus R, where external resistance we got 2 ohms and internal resistance is nothing but 1 ohm. So this we got here 9 by 3, 3 amps. Here asked to find power dissipated in 1 minute in the external circuit. Power formula was I square R. Here I square means 3 square into resistance value was 2. It becomes 18. Power formula we know energy by time. So you are asked to find energy in the time of 1 minute. 1 minute means 60 seconds equal to 18. So bring that 60 this side and you can find Q value. You are asked to find heat energy dissipated in 1 minute. This one you are asked to find. You are asked to find Q value. This question belongs to nuclear physics. In this question, an alpha particle having kinetic energy. So it was the alpha particle having kinetic energy 7.7 MeV is approaching a fixed gold nucleus. It was the fixed gold nucleus having atomic number given 79. Charge of alpha particle we know 2e plus 2e, and charge of gold nucleus will be plus JE. Nucleus contains only protons, so protons charge will be plus Z. Nucleus contains protons, Z protons, charge will be JE. That means this is 79e. As the alpha particle is approaching, so due to repulsion between this nucleus and this alpha particle, its velocity decreases and becomes 0 somewhere here. Velocity 0 means kinetic energy is 0, potential energy becomes maximum. And this distance is called as closest distance or minimum distance. So to find minimum distance, we have to apply law of conservation of energy. Initial energy at infinity is equal to energy at minimum distance. At infinity, potential energy means potential energy plus kinetic energy. At minimum distance, potential energy U max plus kinetic energy will be minimum 0. At infinity, potential energy always 0. Kinetic energy at infinity we got, it is given 7.7 MeV. Potential energy maximum formula will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by distance is R minimum. Here 7.7 million 10 power 6 electron volt value 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. This 1 by 4 epsilon naught value 9 into 10 power 9. Q1 is plus 2e, Q2 value 79e by R minimum you are asked to find. Next question. An air capacitor was given like this. Its capacitance formula epsilon naught A by D, where A is the area of the plate, D is the distance between the plates. Now, when a dielectric is introduced between the plates, when a dielectric is introduced like this, having thickness T and dielectric constant K, then the new capacitance becomes epsilon naught A by D minus T plus T by K. Here thickness value was given D by 3. thickness of dielectric is given d by 3 and dielectric constant K value given 3. So then C dash becomes epsilon naught A by, so if you simplify this one, d minus d by 3 plus d by 9. Simplify, you will get in terms of C. C dash value in terms of C. Next one. Here two identical rods are there having mass m and length L. Here also mass m and length L. So you are asked to find moment of inertia of the system about this point O. Let us name it as the first rod and it is the second rod. Moment of inertia for first rod will be equal to, so it was the rod passed through one end, moment of inertia formula ml square by 3. So moment of inertia for the second rod I2 will be equal to, you can see for the second rod, this is the center of mass and this will be called as IC. Now I want this moment of inertia. So parallax theorem, I equal to IC plus m mass of this rod into distance square, here to here distance, L square. So here IC value was, for this rod pass through center of mass moment of inertia formula ml square by 12. So IC value ml square by 12 plus ml square. We got I2. So total moment of a system is equal to just I1 plus I2. That's your answer. Simplify this one. This question belongs to photoelectric effect. Here instant energy is given as work function plus max kinetic energy. Energy formula h nu equal to work function plus max kinetic energy. To have here maximum kinetic energy, we should hear maximum frequency. Here we have two frequencies, in that this will be maximum. So here omega was given, maximum omega 12 into 10 power 15. Omega formula 2 pi nu, that is 12 into 10 power 15. From this you can find new value. Substitute that new value here. From this you can find new value as 12 by 2 pi into 10 power 15. Substitute this new value in this equation 1. H value we know 6.625 into 10 power minus 34. New value I got 12 by 2 pi into 10 power 15. But you will get in terms of joules. We know 1 electron volt value 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So then 1 joule value becomes 1 electron volt by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. So substitute this one. So divide with 1 joule. This convert joule into electron volts. 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. You will get in terms of electron volts. Work function already given in terms of electron volts. 2.8 electron volts. Now you are asked to find kinetic energy maximum. That is also in terms of electron volts. You can get the answer easily. Next question belongs to Venturi meter in fluid mechanics. Here we will solve this problem by using Bernoulli's theorem and equation of continuity. Now let us apply Bernoulli's theorem. Bernoulli's theorem formula was P plus rho GH plus half rho V square. Let us apply this formula at points A and B. Both A and B are at same height, so rho GH also constant. Now at A, let us name pressure P1 plus half rho. At A, let us take here velocity also some V1. At B, let us name pressure P2 and velocity was V2. So P2 plus half rho V2 square. So you can bring p terms one side. P1 minus P2 equal to half row common V2 square minus V1 square. It's very clear here. Pressure difference formula was here pressure P1, here pressure P2. P1 minus P2 is nothing but rho GH equal to half rho V2 square minus V1 square. Here rho will get cancelled. So G value 10, H value was 5 centimeters converted into meters. 1 by 2 V2 square minus V1 square. Let it be equation number 1. Let us apply equation of continuity formula. A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. Here this area was A1 and this area was A2. So A1 by A2 value was V2 by V1. Here A1 by A2 value was given here. A1 by A2. 2 given. So 2 equal to V2 by V1. So this is equation 2. Substitute V2 as 2V1 in this equation 1. You will get V1 value. You are not asked to find V1. You are asked to find volume flow rate. So rate of flow means nothing but volume by time. So volume by time formula A1 into V1. Here A1 is nothing but root 3 given. Substitute A1 value root 3 and V1 value, you can find rate of flow. Next one. Here we have an ideal solenoid. It was mentioned an ideal solenoid is kept if the axis vertical. It is the axis of the solenoid. A current I is flowing in the solenoid. So here we have some current is passing like this. Some I naught current is passing through the solenoid. A charge Q is thrown vertically downwards inside the solenoid. Here a charge Q was thrown like this with some velocity might be thrown down. Now what about the acceleration he was asking? As the current is passing in the solenoid, you will be having magnetic field will be along the axis. When a charged particle thrown in magnetic field, magnetic force formula will be Q into V cross B. In the diagram it's very clear. Here velocity and magnetic field both are same direction. So this becomes QVB sine 0. Sine 0 0, so force becomes 0. That means there is no magnetic force acting on the charged particle. That means that particle acts like a freely falling body with an acceleration equal to z. Next one. A wave propagates whose electric field is given as. So electric field direction is given along j cap. And direction of propagation of vector is given. Wave is propagating here. T coefficient you can see positive, x coefficient negative. That means wave propagates about positive x-axis. We know S cap equal to E cap cross B cap. So S bar represents I cap here. E bar represents J cap. So B bar should be K cap. Then only you can find, you can get I cross J as then definitely B direction should be K cap, so J cross K will give I cap. So direction of B bar is along K cap. Next one. Two rods of equal length are joined together end to end. So here we have a rod and it is one more rod. Both are having same length. So their coefficient linear expansions alpha 1, alpha 2 given. So their temperature difference, for both of them temperature difference is initial temperature given 30, final temperature 100. So difference becomes 100 minus 30, 70 degrees centigrade. Find the final length of the combination. So due to expansion, L2 equal to formula final length equal to initial length into 1 plus alpha delta T formula. It is a concept. Now apply this formula for first rod. Initial length L into 1 plus alpha 1 delta T. Apply the formula for second rod. Initial length L into 1 plus alpha 2 delta T. So I want final length of both the rods. So combined length of the final rod is, combined final length of the combined rod is L1 plus L2 equal to L common 2 plus alpha 1 plus alpha 2 delta T common. Here alpha 1 given, alpha 2 given. So length of the rod given here 60 centimeters. Substitute all those values to find final length of the combined rod. Next one. Here in this question is you are asked to find change in internal energy of a gas. Internal energy formula du equal to NCV dt. Here number of moles given 10. CV formula. CV is not given, but we know Cp minus Cv equal to R. Here Cp value is given 7. R value given 2 calorie per Kelvin. From this you can find Cv value as 5 calorie per mole Kelvin. So Cv value 5 calories. Change in temperature 10 Kelvin given. So here all are in calories. Finally you will get 500 calories. Here two mechanical waves on a strings of equal length have linear densities. Find the ratio of the time taken by the wave pulse to travel from one end to other in both the strings. Here we have two strings. Both are having same length, same tension. But here linear density is mu1, its linear density is mu2. Here we have a wave pulse. So what is the time taken from left to right in first string is t1 and for second string is t2. You are asked to find t1 by t2 value. Velocity of transverse formula v equal root of t by mu. Again we know velocity formula distance by time equal root of t by mu. For both the cases, tension same, length of the string same. From this we can understand t directly proportional to root mu. That means time taken for first wire and second wire will be root of mu1 by mu2 is our answer. Solve this one. Here potential energy and position curve is given and you are asked to find forces. For AB part what is the force? For BC part what is the force magnitude? So everywhere you are asking force. Whenever potential energy displacement graph is given and you are asked for force, we know F equal to conservative force definition. F equal to formula minus du by dx. But you are asked to find only magnitude of force. So then take only magnitude. So for I want force for AB, I should take magnitude of this one. Du by dx means y-axis by x-axis, nothing but slope. So force acting on AB means slope of AB part, nothing but tan theta 1. Its value already given, here 1. So force for BC part is tan theta 2. So tan theta 2 value given as 3. Only magnitudes we are finding here. Force acting on CD will be, it is a line parallel to x-axis. So slope will be 0. Force acting on DE will be, so here tan theta 3, So its magnitude only you have to take, it is 1 by 2. You are asked to for decreasing order, descending order, you can apply that one. Next one. At origin, we have a charge some Q1. Q1 value was given 10 power minus 6 coulombs. Now, another charge Q2 is taken from A point to B point. First of all, a charge Q2 is at A. Now, what is the work done by external force he was asking? Work done by external force formula will be plus delta U. Delta U means final minus initial. How to find initial potential energy? Initially Q2 is at A. So then potential energy between Q1 and Q2 will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by distance from Q1 to A, from origin to A, distance is R1. So that R1 distance we can find. That R1 will substitute here. You will get initial potential energy. Final potential energy. When this Q2 is brought to B, so for this one and this one, potential energy formula again for these two. Let us take separation R2. Potential energy formula becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. Now at final position, it is at B, Q2 is at B and distance is R2. We can find R1 value as root of x2 minus x1, that means 4 minus 0 whole square, y2 minus y1, 4 minus 0 whole square, z2 minus z1, 2 minus 0 whole square. Similarly, you can find R2 value also root of x2 minus x1, 2 minus 0 whole square, y2 minus y1, 2 minus 0 whole square, z2 minus z1, 1 minus 0 whole square. Substitute that R1, R2 here, you will get U initial and U final. Substitute here to find work done by external force. You can solve this one easily. This question belongs to electromagnetic induction. Sir, here a rod was there moving with some velocity v. When a rod moves in magnetic field, so induced EMF formula we know BLV. So we know B value and length of the rod is given L and V is the velocity. So V value given 15 here, length of the rod given 2 meters, magnetic field 4 Tesla, you can find E value. Current formula, total EMF by total resistance. Here resistance value is given 2 ohms, from this you can find I value. To represent direction of induced current, so apply Fleming's right hand rule. So forefinger magnetic field into the board, thumb motion right side, central finger current direction will be upwards. You check with your hand here, current direction upwards. So now it is a current carrying wire kept in magnetic field. When a current carrying wire kept in magnetic field, magnetic force formula, so magnetic force acting on the wire will be I into L cross B. Here you can see L and B both are perpendicular. L and B perpendicular. So it becomes LB sine 91. And direction of this magnetic force will be force. So we can apply Fleming's left hand rule and it is magnetic force. To maintain constant velocity, same amount of external force also should be applied. So external force is nothing but equal to magnetic force. So external force equal to same value like magnetic force. So if you find magnetic force, that is equal to external force, that's it. A gas based geyser, this problem belongs to calorimetry. In this, the rate of consumption of energy they are asking. That means rate of energy means power. Power formula we know energy by time. Here due to this energy, temperature got changed. So heat formula I can use ms dt by time t. Here mass information is not given, so we can write mass as density into volume into specific heat into dt by time t. Here density of water we know 1000 kg per meter cube. Volume 5 liters converted to meter cube, 10 power minus 3 meter cube. So time given 1 minute 60 seconds. Specific heat value in terms of SI units 4200 joule per kg Kelvin. So dt, change of temperature 87 minus 27, this is 60. Solve this one, we can find a rate of consumption of energy, power value. A collimated beam of light diameter 2 millimeters is propagating along x-axis. So it was the collimated beam propagating along x-axis. So with a diameter is given 2 millimeters. So this diameter was 2 millimeters. That means this radius becomes 1 millimeter. Let us take this angle theta. So when this parallel incident, they will definitely converge at focus. So it was the focal length of left side lens. Now again this should be acts like focus for the second lens to become parallel rays after passing through the lens. Now, so for a straight line, so here theta means this also will be theta only. And its diameter is mentioned here 14 millimeters. Its diameter was mentioned here 14 millimeters. Then this part becomes 7 millimeters. Now you can use from this right angle triangle tan theta equal to opposite side by its inside f1. Similarly from this right angle triangle tan theta equal to opposite side 7 by its inside f2. Now apply that one. Tan theta equal to 1 millimeter by f1 is equal to, from right side, tan theta equal to 7 millimeters by f2. Here f1 value was given, so you can find f2 value from this. Next one. A satellite is revolving near a planet in orbit of radius 1.5 r. Now additional energy required to transfer the satellite to new orbit of radius 3r. So this satellite should be brought to this orbit. How much extra energy required he was asking. So initially we know energy value and finally we know energy formula. The difference of energy is nothing but energy required to shift the satellite from this orbit to this orbit, like this. So let us find initial energy of the satellite is minus g capital M small m by 2r, where m is the mass of the planet and small m is the mass of the satellite, where r is the radius of the orbit. Initially orbit radius is 1.5 capital R. Now when you shift it to final position, then final edge required for that is minus g mm by 2r. Now this orbit radius becomes 3r. So the difference of energy E final minus E initial will give required energy to shift the satellite from this orbit to this orbit, first orbit to second orbit. So just you find initial and final, substitute there the difference of energy your answer. Here two springs are given K1 and K2, both are connected in parallel. So K parallel formula will be K1 plus K2. So they are asking for errors. So let us differentiate this one. Delta Kp equal to delta K1 plus delta K2. Here we know K1 value 20, K2 value 30. Delta K1 given 0.2, delta K2 is given 0.3. So from this information we can find Kp value and delta Kp also. You are asked to find percentage change in K value. Substitute this delta Kp here and Kp value here. You can find percentage error in spring constant of combination. In YDAC setup, here two sources are there, separated by a small distance d. Between slit and screen, distance given capital D. At this point, you should get central bright when there is no glass slab. Due to this glass slab having refractive index mu and thickness t, so this central bright will be shifted to here. That shifting central bright y equal to formula delta x capital D by small d. Here delta x means path difference. Path difference formula due to glass slab was mu minus 1 into t. Now your formula becomes y equal to, substitute this delta x value, mu minus 1 into t d by d. Here, so the interference pattern shift by 0.2 centimeters. Y value given 0.2 centimeters converted into meters. Here mu value given 1.5. Capital D given 50 centimeters converted into meters. Small d given 1 millimeter converted into meters. From this you can find thickness of glass slab. This question belongs to kinematics. Here force F bar equal to given 4t cube I cap minus 3t square j cap. Force formula mass into acceleration equal to 4t cube I cap minus 3t square j cap. So mass given here 1 kg. So I can write this acceleration as dv by dt equal to 4t cube I cap minus 3t square j cap. So I want velocity dv bar equal to 4t cube dt I cap minus 3t square dt j cap. Now integrating both sides. So limits at time 0 it is mentioned, velocity also 0. At the time of 1 second you are asked to find v value. So do proper integration. So you'll get v equal to t power 4 I cap minus t cube j cap, and apply proper limits 0 to 1 and here also 0 to 1. Your final answer will be 1 I cap minus 1 j cap. So this is v bar we got. You are asked to find speed magnitude. So speed magnitude becomes root of 1 plus 1. This becomes root 2. Next one. This question belongs to compound microscope kept in normal adjustment. Normal adjustment means image should form at infinity. That means they become parallel. So then magnification formula for normal adjustment is minus V0 by U0 into D by FE. Here when the object here U0 V0 is not given. When this object is very close to focus of objective, then this image of this objective will be very close to this one. That means V0 will be very close to L when U0 is equal to F0. So then magnification at infinity will be formula minus L by F0 into D by Fe. We know D value is always 25 centimeters. Fe value, focal length of eyepiece is given 5 centimeters and focal length of objective is 1.25 centimeters and length of the microscope is given 26 centimeters. Solve this one to find magnification of compound microscope. This question belongs to combination of electromagnetic induction and heat. So we know whenever there is change in magnetic field, induced EMF formula E equal to minus d phi by dt. So induced EMF equal to minus d by dt, flux formula. So B dot A. So here minus area is constant 1 into dB by dt. Here B value was given as sin 100t. Substitute here. So then EMF becomes minus, so 100 sin 100t derivative cos 100t you will get. So you are asked to find heat produced in one time period. So power formula will be E square by R. So power equal to E square value 10 power 4 cos square 100t by resistance R. Now substitute that R value here. Here resistance value is given as 100 ohms. R value given 100. 100 here 2 times. Now power equal to 100 cos square 100t you will get. I want to find average power. So to find average, cos square function average value will be, cos square function least value was 0, highest value 1, average value will be 0 plus 1 by 2. Now average power becomes 50. Average power formula total energy by total time. Here T means time period given. So energy becomes 50T. 50 into time period formula 2 pi by omega. So in this question omega was given. This is omega t. So omega is given 100. So simplify this one, 100 pi by 100. You will get pi joules. Thank you.